Good greetings. Am I transmitting? I think I am. Yes. Hello everyone. I'm Rusty Dog, or should I say good greetings everyone. Rusty Dog here, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right, let me get rid of the live thing. Work this out. If I just click that, there we go. Yes, we are live in Wellington, New Zealand, guys. This is the Cessna 414 twin prop, and we also have the latest navigation system on board, which is by TDS, and it's called, I believe, the GTNXI. Now, before I begin and show you all this stuff, because I want to fly now. This is why I'm streaming now, because this is a live time, and I want to be taking off roughly around this time, although I'm going to spend a little bit of time nattering, obviously. But I want to do a morning flight. And right now, we are... It's 7 o'clock in the morning here in Wellington. Wellington. We're flying to Auckland. Hope I've got that right. And this is what it looks like at the moment. We're using third-party airports here, so the Wellington and Auckland airports will both be third-party. I'm not in my correct parking bay because of the jetway there, but I couldn't find a better one. But as you can see, it looks pretty damn good. The lighting, those lights above look amazing. So, when it comes to the aircraft and the onboard navigation system, which is an add-on that you have to buy separate, it's not that cheap, it's not that expensive either, but I had to buy the plane and the navigation system separately in order to bring you this video today. And I was only able to do that because of you guys' support and your donations. So I want to just say thank you for your guys' support that's made this possible and allowed me to get this. So thank you very much. Yeah, so I really appreciate it. I wanted to get just the plane, but I couldn't because the navigation computer is so good. I had to get it with it, and it supports the Piper Arrow as well, so the Piper Arrow can use it. So any plane that can use the old Garmin's, I think, or some of them, not all of them, but some of them, quite a few planes I think can support this. Okay, so yes, so big thank you to everybody who has supported me and helped me get this. So this plane, it's really cool. It's a Cessna, and it's, as you can see, a small twin-engine aircraft. So let's step inside and take a look. So this is the get-up that we have. There's some interesting things in here, trust me. It's really cool. I'll give you a tour of the plane because there are things to see back here. Now, I've only done one flight with it. And I've never used the autopilot before. There is an older version of this plane with older systems and an old autopilot, but you get all the buttons here. But today we're using the more advanced version. So I have used an autopilot system like this. It looks very familiar to me. All these buttons, I know what they all mean. So yeah, I'm good with this. So hopefully it works. I haven't actually activated autopilot on this plane before. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to just say hello to people on the chat because I want you guys to know that I acknowledge you're there. So Thomas Hughes TV, hi Thomas. Andy K, hey Andy, thanks for moderating. Welcome to the stream. Commander Birdman, one and only. How you doing, Commander Birdman? And Roger Packet, hi Roger, how you doing, matey? Still want to line up SnowRunner, but I just wanted to do this one first. Hope that's okay. Hey Sebastian, the hot sauce dude. Yeah, the update, I saw the patch notes for this. This is Sim Update 9, which launched today also. So new Sim update, new plane, and new navigation system. And yeah, so the patch notes weren't that big, right? But yeah, anything that where bugs that get fixed, I'm up for that. But they still haven't fixed this thing where when you're looking around the plane, like now, for example, so I've got my right mouse button held down and I'm looking around. So holding down the right mouse, I've got no controls here. And if I leave go, now I've got my controls. Now where's my control lock? Is it here? Oh, there it is, yeah. So that's so I can't move. I can move the pedals, but I can't move this now, it's locked. So I have to click that. Okay, we're good. So from what I've seen of this plane, it does look good. It looks like, have they? Oh yeah, they've adjusted the seat position. Yeah, there's been an update on this very recently, and I saw a previous version, and it looked like I was sat too low, like the pilot would be sat too low, but it looks like this one looks just about right now. We've got a cool visor here, which works, and it does the extend as well. So it's really good. They've modeled a lot on this plane. And I believe, although I've not had it working yet, that there's a hotspot on this door. No, I can't get it working to open it. I can open it from the inside easy. But there's a lot of things on this that open up, and I'm going to show you all of those. It's going to take a while before we get off the ground because I want to show you the plane. But I don't want it to be too much into daylight. Anyway, let me take you a tour of the plane. Now, you'll notice here this is the cockpit. So I'm assuming this is meant to be a mirror or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get the door open. I'm going to show you some cool stuff here. I think it's cool. You'll see. So we open the door handle, we can push that open. And then also we can open this one. I love the way those straps animate on the way down. Very, very cool. So if you look now at the outside, we have this. Very nice. And we have a little light here, I believe, which is a light for the door, but obviously the door's open, so we can't see it. So let's get that closed. I think we can click here. And how do I get the top pit? Oh, maybe here? No. All right. How do I have to literally just go down? Yeah, maybe I have to pull myself down a bit. There we go. And just pull it towards me. And now the light should work. Oh, of course not. I haven't got the batteries on the plane. The batteries aren't on. And check this out. That's loud. I know, it's loud. It's loud effect. 2 cup holders and a tray to play cards on. Vaguely mentioned autopilot. Yeah, some of it's a bit vague. Yeah. I haven't found any issues yet, personally. That's loud, isn't it? That's a loud effect, though. But okay, let's close the tables. Now, you'll notice there are, apart from the pilots, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. But that's not all, as I'll show you in a minute. Also, we have lights, which I need to put the battery on, and the air system. But you can turn all the lights on here individually. I don't know yet whether there's a button in the cockpit that enables cabin lights globally. I don't know. I'll have to check. So How do I do this? Oh, right. So if we go back and look at the plane from here, okay, and then I go into weights and balances, which is what this should be called, not fuel. But anyway, because you fuel's here and then you've got all your weights. Got passenger number 7. If I add passenger number 7 in and press enter, let me see if I can just move this out of the way. Look at that. It adds another seat behind and moves this forward. How cool is that? So I'm assuming if I take it away. Oh, now then, it hasn't gone back to the old config. All right. So how do I get... I don't know how to make that go back now. Well, whatever. Apparently I've got enough fuel to get where I'm going. SimBrief says I haven't got enough fuel, but I think I do. And I think it's because I've got the wrong airframe in SimBrief, but hopefully a better one will come along. Okay. What do you mean? It's in a generic airliner skin. Okay, well, I'll have to check that out. It's not affecting this plane. I haven't, this is the only plane I've used in Sim Update 9, so I don't know. So we've only got, oh, that's come back, look. There we go. I mustn't have done it right. Now also, on the co-pilot side, we have like a glove box thing. And inside is a flight manual, which unfortunately you can't bring out and read it. That would be cool if you could. Flight safety thing and stuff like that. None of the circuit breakers work on this plane, unfortunately, but that's not a big deal. Oh, great. Just brought the armrest up and down. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the battery on. Oh, also, just in case I forgot to mention, we do have an AFB. And guess what? This is a little bit overkill for me, but it does have replace battery. The battery on this will last 2 hours, so I'm assuming this is going to be seen to go down, and then you can replace the battery here, or this should say recharge, I suppose, because you don't replace batteries, but yeah. So check this out. If I open all the doors in this plane, and you should see the nose ones opening. So I'm just going to open everything so you guys can see literally everything. Fuel caps, oil doors, hydraulic reservoir, engine doors, and we can even show the co-pilot if we wish. Well, yeah, keep him on. He looks huge. Anyway, maybe it's just me that looks small. So now if we go outside, we've got, this is pretty much luggage space, and you can probably fill that in weights and balances. You can probably put something in here. So yeah, locker on the nose, locker wing left. Okay, so let's add, what, 50 pounds? 25 kilos, would that be something? Oh yeah, look, we do. We've added a little suitcase thing in there. Nice. Okay, let's take that away. And let's add into the nose, see what happens. I've not even tried this myself yet. Okay, we better use the look at this airplane, looks so good. Did anything even, oh yeah, look, we got luggage. And it does affect the balance of the plane as well, adding weight into there. And then we have engines here. Let me just see if I can slow the camera down a little. Okay. So we've got our engines here, nickel, and then we have God, that even goes all the way back in there. What else? Was there something on the wing apart from that thing? I don't think so. Right, and then we've got this, which I think is the hydraulic. Oh no, that's oil. Okay, oil. But surely that must be the hydraulic reservoir, I would guess. I don't know. Maybe it's the one on this side. Yeah. And then we have this that we've just taken off, which is the fuel. That's aviation fuel for sure. Again, very good resolution on the stickers there on the wing. Great resolution. So it does all of that, and we can put, we can put luggage everywhere if we need to. So yeah, very cool, and the plane looks exceptionally good, I think. So if we take a look at it from here and mess with the flight controls, if I can. Is it going to let me do it? No. Let's have a look here. Okay, there we go. We've got the rudder and all this. Very cool. There you go. I think we better get everything. Now, as far as I know, these states are not working yet. This plane, oh, I should point out, this plane is still in beta. I'm going to put these on so you can see as well. That's the ground power unit. It's not anything to do with the graphics card. Here. I'm going to turn it off just for the noise. So I think the cold and dark does shut the plane down, but it doesn't turn everything off. Yeah. So now that we've got all those on, you can see we have chocks. We've got these things that I don't know what they're for. I think it's just to warn you. And also these plugs that go in the engine. There's a name for it, but I didn't remember what it was. And I think there's something else. I can see the chocks, the engine plugs, the tie down at the back there, and then these things that go on the wings, as you can see. But some great detail. I love the detail on this. Pitot covers, yeah, static wicks, tie down, engine plugs. Oh yeah, that's what they're called. Literally engine plugs. So we'll remove all of those. And then here, this is cool because it tells you the direction of the wind at the moment, which is nice. And it's even got your current pressure of where you are. And then your pre-flight inspection order. This doesn't bring up the checklists here, but it does have a fully interactive checklist. However, it's very easy to start this plane, so I don't think I'll be needing it. So to turn this off, to turn off the flight pad, it's camera. And then you click on the upper part of this window to turn it on again. And yes, you can open the window, but you literally have to pull it. And it's squeaky. I have to get some oil on that. I'm going to leave that open for now so we can hear the engine start. And let's get rid of this dude, I think, just for now. Okay. Right, so as you can see, it's cool. It's a great plane, and it's got a lot of detail. Except, as I said, the circuit breakers don't work, but that's not a big deal. And we've got the armrests, both sides working. All right, so let's go for, before we go for startup, I want to show you the navigation computer. So rather than use up my battery, let me bring in this back and we'll put GPU on and just get rid of. Okay, so now we've got external power, even though the truck's not there, we'll just pretend. So avionics on, and it should Yes. GTN 750XI. And we get 2 of them. And what's weird is I had the flight plan on this screen, but it didn't update on this one. So I guess you can have 2 separate flight plans. I haven't figured out yet how to get these updated. I can't find a way to do that yet, or if there is a way. I've gone through the trainer software and I can't find it in there either. And then the annoying thing here, is it going to be here? There'll be a message maybe.
TOS, system test okay.
Yeah, these flashing messages, look. Consumer license, not intended to be used, licensed to Rusty Dog. I don't need that message every time we boot this thing up. You know, but it's there every time. It flashes on both screens, so you have to cancel it on both. So what's great with this is that you get weather. I've not had it working. I've not seen anything working yet, but let's see. We've got all these different types of weather, but it all says no data, no data, no data. Try the FISB one, no data, no data. Then we've got Sirius XM, which isn't showing anything. So I don't know if that's actually a thing that's working. We've got terrain. I guess these are warning points, I suppose. And then we've got traffic. This, I can't show you everything on here. It would just take too long. It's a separate video. The map of where we are right now, which of course you can zoom in and out. This is linked to my Navigraph charts, I believe. It should be, but even if I go into somewhere like Gatwick, which I know there are charts for, and I go approaches, no charts available. It seems to only be doing ones in the States, which I don't... Oh, let's have a look. KJFK. So Kennedy International. Yeah, see? So you've got all the approaches, and you click on one, and then you can choose any approach. And this links from my Navigraph account. And then you can go full screen, and you can zoom in, and you can read all the data. But I don't know why it's not doing anything outside the US. Because that should not be the way it does it. But anyway. My flight plan in there? No, I've got to put it in again. Oh, awesome. Nearest. So you've got all nearest stuff, which is handy, I suppose. I even found a one where it told me about a nearest hospital. Or it mentioned that there was a hospital close by. It wasn't here. It's not in here. Services. Music? Really? I've never seen this. I don't know what it does. Oh, might be radio. Okay, I'm not even going to try that yet. I don't want to get copyright strikes for that. The flight plan, which we'll look at in a minute. Procedures, which we'll look at, like departures, arrivals and stuff you can add to your flight plan. Utilities, VNav, trip planning. Oh, let's have a look at that. Yeah, this is all new. I'll have to figure all this out. It looks really good. Fuel planning. Flight timing. Rain prediction. I have no idea what that is. Something to do with satellites. Schedule messages, logs. Again, stuff I just don't know. I'm going to have to read up on this. But yeah, I really wanted to make use of this map and stuff, so we're going to try it out. So I think what I'll end up doing is having the map on this side and the flight plan on this side. Hey, Aquatic and AV Mango and Jeff Hartley. Ah, you're right, Jeff. Yes, the PMS 50. You're right. I hope they sort this out then, because I'd like to have all my Navigraph charts on here. It doesn't, I mean, I've got access to Navigraph anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it would be nice to have it on here as well. You know, it would be cool. And there's a dial, which I think it's this one. I don't know, it changes function, but I think there's one, it looks like that dial, but then there's another one there, but that's your actual time. Oh, FT, could that be the fuel? There's one of these dials, these digital dials, that tells you how much fuel you have remaining in hours and minutes. That's scary. But yeah, so this is going to be my second flight on this plane, so bear with me, guys, if I'm going to probably make mistakes, but getting it started is easy enough. But I'll show you the checklist anyway, just to show you that it exists, and it's how comprehensive it is. There's 7 pre-flight inspection checks, and then you've got all of this. Thankfully, they're quite simplistic, so starting the engines, it's pretty much that, and then this, and then taxiing is that, you know. So it's quite simple, making sure your throttles are set at a certain thing before, and then you on your engine run up, and then before takeoff, you set all of this. No, I didn't know that. Auxiliary fuel pump set to high for takeoff. And yeah, it is interactive, so it will take you to where you need to be. I didn't know you had to set them to high. I thought once the engine was started, they could just go to off. You see, takeoff, climb. Then they go to low during climb. This plane runs without them though. I turn them off because they're bloody noisy. Now, it looks like we have to keep them on. These pumps are noisy. Let me put one on. You hear that? That's on a low. So, anyway. Shall we get started then? Let's have a look outside. Everything's off. Oh, I do have a ground power unit attached. Oh yeah, it's got this one comes with the plane. Okay, well, it's lighter in the day than I was expecting, but it's okay. Hey, Mats. Oh, I'm pretty good. Yeah, the update came out bang on the time. It was due out at 4 p.m. UK time, and at 4:01 I was downloading. So yeah. It was 4.72 gig for me. Right, let's get the flight plan in, shall we? So let me do this. So I'm going to go via what SimBrief has told me, the route, if I can find it. There we go, routing. I just don't want it in the middle of the screen because then I can't find it. Okay. So I think I want to go back first and go to procedures and then go to departure out of NZWN via. Now, SimBrief has got ISN IP 5P, and I don't have that here in this list. This is just look at this. Leaving go of the mouse still makes it scroll, which is annoying. So I don't have that 5P, so I'm going to use this one as my procedure, and the next one is via Rusil. So yeah, the transition is Rusil, so we'll go there, and then we'll just hit load departure, and that loads it into the flight plan. Fine. Now after that we're going to Opabi, but I don't know whether to put that in because it's kind of plotted a route. Oh, to Rusil, okay. So I can add a waypoint now, according to SimBrief, and enter that one. And then it's Davy, which I think is the approach. So if I go to procedures and approach, whoops, is it approach or is that arrival? Let's do approach. And the airport will be Auckland. And the approach is going to be 23 ILS. Ah, yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to cancel that for now because I want to do the arrival. NZAA. And it should be Davy. There should be a Davy 6A or something similar to that. There it is. Davy 6A, load arrival, and finally we'll just go to approach. And the approach is ILS 23L. Load approach and activate, I guess. Oh, why's that got crossed out now? Okay, this doesn't make sense to me now. We've landed on the runway here, and then we've got this. What the hell is this? Let's remove that. Now, to see the flight plan, sorry, I don't think it's available. Yeah, it doesn't seem to show it on the map, but there is a way to see it, and I can't remember how, guys, but there is a map that comes up that shows the route. But I don't know where it is, and I don't know what this is either. I think I've messed up here. Now, if I go here, or home, or I click, oh, I'm already home. Click on the flight plan, see it's not there. So, what to do? I need to see the map. Is this preview? Is this it? I think so. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So if I go in, I just want to have a look at my route and make sure everything looks okay. There's the OPRB, and we should be flicking up. Aha! We have an issue. I think everything after Davy we just got to get rid of. There's a problem here. I didn't have this last time. Move the approach. Will it show it here, do you think? I've just forgotten where it was. Oh my god, guys. Why is it then, when I do this on my own, this is like, I breezed through this earlier. I practiced this exact route earlier before the stream. And it was fine. Everything was good. Where did I find the preview? Oh boy. The only reason I'm interested in this is because I want to see the autopilot working. So I'm happy with all of this, but what I'm not happy with is anything after this Davy. So I'm going to remove it all. Because I think I get a better run. And you'll see what I mean when I do this. I was hoping to be able to click on an airport here and then get all of the load procedure. Yeah, this looks alright. This looks okay. Now what? I have no idea what that's talking about. Oh my god. Excuse me, guys. I know this is the worst part when I'm streaming, that I can't get this right. It annoys me too. Why doesn't it show the flight plan on here? You know, all in purple. Bearing in mind there's a shed load of purple lines already. You can put these lines on, but that's not the flight plan. That's not it. Where's the preview? I'm gonna have to go through these buttons, guys, and find out, because I don't know where it is. I thought it was... This is why I do the worst flight sim streams of anybody. My brain just doesn't remember things. Why is it so hard to find? I know this is my first go on this particular navigation system, but it shouldn't be that hard to find. To preview your route, how hard can that be? There. So it's in the flight plan, in the menu. Gotcha. Right. Let's go in. Okay, this is no good. So now we need the approach. Okay, gotcha. So, flight plan, procedure, approach. But this is when it all screws up though. Do we have... Oh, it's quite difficult doing this actually. The runway we're coming in on is 23 left. I want maybe RNAV. Load the approach. Yeah, it's giving me warnings there, but I'll be honest, I don't know what they mean at all. Oh, I had this so perfect before. But what I did was, before the stream, I actually shut it all down. I shut the plane down. See, this is 7,000 times wrong. It's just not coming in. I think we should just clear the whole flight plan and start again. So let's kill everything on this plane. Just hopefully we'll shut it all off. There's no battery on or anything, so we'll just get everything off. Don't know why I turned that off, but we'll start again. It's quicker to start again. Okay, so let's go to add a waypoint.
TOS, system test OK.
And we want to go... I'm going to add the final airport. And then insert after. We want... Oh, go back. Go back. Load procedure. There we go. Click on that. Load procedure. And we want a departure, which is this one. via Roussel. That's good. Happy with that. Load the departure. Cool. And then come down, click here, load procedure, and load. I'm going to put approach. I don't think it should be ILS, to be honest, but I'm going to put it in anyway. And load approach. GPS guidance is for monitoring only. What does that mean? Does that mean it's not going to, that the autopilot isn't going to follow it? Oh, what is going on here? Where's the airport? There it is. Okay. I'm going to try one more thing. If it doesn't work, guys, then I don't know what to say to you guys. I had this working before, and it's fucking annoying me that it's not working now. Where's the airport? Where's the airport gone? Yeah, I think the problem is the order here. This is happening after the airport. This is no good here. Okay. Now let's add the waypoint. Now let's add the airport right at the end. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's all right, Mats. I know you don't watch really, but that's okay. Okay, I can see there's an issue up the top there, and we need to remove that approach and go here, load procedure. We need an arrival and an approach. We need both. So the arrival is Davy 6A. Now SimBrief says Davy with a double E, but this one says Dave, but we're going to go with that. Dave 6A. Oh, thank heavens. I think that's it. I might just be happy with that. Oh. Let me just check. I don't want to zoom right into this airport until I can see the tops of people's heads. Okay, that's gonna do. I haven't got an approach in there, but that's gonna work for me. Yes, this is similar to what I had last time, guys. There's an extra couple of waypoints in here, but this is similar to what I had last time. So I'm happy with this. The problem is I don't know if you can copy the flight plan on here to here, you know, because why doesn't it exist here? Parallel track. Wait a minute, that's cool. Go back a second. Menu, store. Oh, I don't know what's going on now. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. I don't understand why that is there, but okay, whatever. I need to be sure because I'm only doing this flight once. Alright. I don't understand why arrival is there. That doesn't make any sense unless this is a So this is the departure, and it's all of this. And this is the arrival, and it's all of this. That's the only thing I can make out there. But what I want is something I can't seem to have, which is the flight plan preview here on this side. I don't know. There must be a way to copy the flight plan from one to the other. There must be a way. There must be a way. No, you don't, Mats. I think you've got that message copy-pasted. Anyway. Let's go. Let's fire this thing up, and if we manage to make it, we make it. But I like to see what's going on en route, and clearly that's not going to happen in any stretch of the imagination. This looks like it's a completely separate computer to this one. Like the co-pilot can stick in a separate route, for example. Got audio panel here, intercom here. I don't know if any of this stuff works or what it does. This is microphone and monitor, I would imagine. Hey, Jeffrey! All hand typed. I believe you, man, don't worry. Flight plan. You'd think there would be. What does parallel track do? Should we click it? Oh, okay. This is not what I think it is at all. Oh, they're two separate things, man. Anyway, okay, never mind. So I guess we could put terrain on here maybe, or traffic. Might be useful there. Let's see what happens when we get off the ground anyway, because I haven't got the first clue. And normally I like to watch my plane flying along the little purple line as we fly, because that way I know that we're all good. And I don't call air traffic control now, just in case they put me on a different runway than 34, even though I want to be on 34. So bear with me, guys. I'm just going to launch a little nav map so I can see my my route to runway 34 from here. Good morning, Pocket Edition. You're watching from New Zealand. Cool. Whereabout? Are you anywhere near Wellington or Auckland? Little nav map taking a while. There we go. Okay. So let's have a load up. Oh my god, there's some planes coming in here, guys. Okay, maybe we should get air traffic control. Let's see what happens. The worst thing is I'm going to take off on runway 34 anyway, and then they're just going to say, oh, you didn't have permission. That's it.
Wellington clearance delivery Rusty 2627 IFR to Auckland ready to copy.
Rusty 2627 is cleared to Auckland Airport as
Yay!
filed. Take off runway tree 4 climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Oh.
Departure frequency
Okay.
is 119er, decimal 2 squawk tree 607.
7,000, eh? 119.2. Let's see if this changes down here then.
Rusty 2627 cleared to Auckland Airport as filed. Take off runway tree 4 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 119er, decimal 2 squawk tree 607.
Rusty 2627 read back correct.
It's changed the ident here.
Ground on 121 decimal 9er.
That should change now. Shouldn't this change? 121 decimal 9er. Oh, here we go. There you go, it's done it.
Wellington ground Rusty 2627 with uniform ready to taxi IFR.
I'm not actually ready to taxi, but
Rusty
we'll pretend.
2627 taxi to and hold short of runway tree for via taxiway Papa Bravo Bravo 6 Bravo 7 Alpha Alpha 10. Contact tower on 118.8 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree for using taxiway Papa Bravo Bravo
Okay.
6 Bravo 7 Alpha Alpha 10 Rusty 2627.
It's temporary to get rid of this. I don't want to drop the plane's power now because I'm going to lose all of this and then I'm just going to go nuts. So, battery on. Alternators on. You've got a nice voltmeter here to show you the voltage of all the things. Your 2 alternators and your battery. Now, let's get the fuel switches sorted. So for the left tank, I want it drawing fuel from the left, and for the right tank, oops, I hate it when it does that. I want it drawing fuel from the right. Apparently this has to be opened up, but anyway, we'll try and start the engine like that. But I don't know whether that's correct, but we'll see. If it starts, it's correct. So nav lights on, anti-collision lights on, taxi lights in a minute, which I'm bound to forget. Fuel pump. So let's do the left engine first. Now, I'm not going to use my actual physical throttle, but I want a fair amount of throttle here. Otherwise, these engines will not start up. They just keep cranking over. Just got an annunciator test light here. Looking all good. Right, okay. So, low, and then we're going to go prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have probably put those on first. Okay, and now I can just want to bring the throttle down a little. Want it to be around, was it 1700 they said? Well, that's a little bit high at the moment. As the engine warms up, the RPM is going to climb. It's hard to grab this. There we go. Almost. Somewhere around there, I think. Okay. Let's get the right-hand engine started. It's got great sounds on this, by the way. Hey, Carlos Gambino. Oh, you're halfway, Rotura, center of the universe. Okay. So, magnetos for the right engine. Oops, sorry. Ah, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start. I think we have an engine start. Bring them both down to around 17. And autopilot stuff is all on, so we got flight director on, your damper for the autopilot on. I don't even know if this autopilot's going to follow the flight plan. I have no idea. Autopilot off. Oh, I like that. There's a light when it's off. Okay, let's close the window. That is a lot quieter. Also, you have night lighting on the back here. Just do that at night time. And then all of these switches are slider switches for all the different lights. As you can see, you've got your panel instrument lights and everything. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need any engine heat or anything like that, pitot heat, whatever. So I'm going to leave those off for now. Landing lights, well, it's not low visibility and it's not nighttime. So I think we're good. I'm going to bring my throttles down. I'm in the UK Pocket Edition. So here's my transponder. Everything good there. Right, I'm not going to worry about traffic here. I want to see terrain if it's working and everything's good. I've not seen that one before. Okay, we're definitely going to need a pushback. And the taxi lights are taking me, or the taxi arrows are taking me, well, that way. So I'm going to push back and then go to my left. So before we do that, let's disconnect the ground power. Which, can we see it outside the wing? There it is. If I disconnect that. And now we're good to go. I don't want this hanging around. So, using the old version of the pushback toolbar, because the new one doesn't work for me. To go, if I was in a car, I would be steering to my left. There we go. It's amazing how visible the frame rate difference is when I've got OBS on and when I don't. Just listen to that. Brilliant. Yeah, this is real weather. Yeah, this is my preferred way of flying. Real weather and real time. Which is why I'm streaming at this time, because it's only just become daytime. It's morning here. I'd like to take it back an hour, to be honest, but it is what it is. Okay, so handbrake off, and I need to follow. Where the hell are these taxi arrows gone? Oh, it's over there. Okay. So I don't quite remember what the ground handling's like on this, but I think it's okay. Oh, Jesus, that is direct. Yeah, it's a little bit direct. So it looks like we've got wet patches here. I don't know if it's been raining. Yeah, it is very stuttery at the moment. Normally it isn't for me. Without OBS, I think OBS really snatches a lot of frames from me. I'm just going to adjust my air pressure. I'm going to do it the cheaty way by just pressing B. So I think this is around 1 hour 20, 1 hour 30, depending on the route, you know, because the route isn't a straight line, but we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too long. 1 hour 30 is fine if autopilot's working, as I can just kind of relax. But if I have to fly the whole thing manual, well, that's going to be fun. Wow, these... See, now I don't know whether to put this performance down to OBS or the sim update, because it's kind of slowing, speeding. It's not smooth, this. And this is my first flight with sim update 9, so I really don't know who to blame here. We are going a little bit too fast here. And I want to fiddle with that navigation system when I'm up in the air as well, but that's going to be tricky. Oh my god. I hope we don't get frame rates like this the whole time, because that's not going to be nice.
Wellington ground, New Zealand 408 requesting pushback. New Zealand 408 pushback request.
Wellington Tower Rusty 2627 ready for departure runway tree 4 IFR to Auckland.
Rusty 2627.
But I'm not a New Zealander, Pocket Edition, so I'm free to not hate it. Yeah.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree for Rusty 2627.
So I'm only going to use flaps 1 because my first flight on this I used flaps 2 and it took off within like 20 feet. It really took off like really soon. So I think I'm only going to need flaps 1. And I hope this matrix bullet time frame rating goes away, because I really need it to. Alright, let's set the first flaps then. And landing gear, I'm just going to use the button on my joystick, but it is there. That's your landing gear handle down there. Alright, are we ready? So handbrake off, front brakes on, and I hate not having the map though. It's driving me crazy. Don't want to put too much manifold pressure on. Everything's in the green. I don't want to go too much further. Nice and smooth run so far. This thing kind of just lifts off on its own. Well, it did with flaps too. It just took itself off. Okay, we got a good rate, so gear up. Got some boats there as well. Oh, I don't like these frame rates. What's going on? Flaps up.
Rusty 2627, contact New Zealand Center on 119.2.
So we'll get all this crap out the way.
Going to 119.2 Rusty 2627.
New Zealand Tree 2, follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm, clear to land runway tree 4.
Now,
Clear to land runway tree 4 New Zealand.
I shouldn't have made the mixture buttons
Wellington Tower,
control bracket, because they're at separate ends of the keyboard.
IFR to Auckland.
So probably not smart.
New Zealand 408, altimeter tree 0.18, wind calm, traffic is generic on final.
Well, the terrain's working.
Takeoff runway tree 4. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4, New Zealand 408.
Okay, I'm not doing anything now. Awesome. As long as it doesn't do a complete rotation. So what's going on here then? We have got... Oh, it's zooming out on its own. Okay. Is that a Thargoid? Can't be. So she said to go up to 7,000. Now, how do I set that here? Go to VS. I don't know. I'm just allowing the autopilot to do its thing for the moment. Just climb to 7. It's got an altitude here, look. But we're clearly not. We're clearly beyond that. They both say level mode. So at 1,200 feet per minute it's climbing. Okay, so this is no good anymore, the terrain, because we're too high up. So let's have a look at traffic. And I'm assuming that we can pull out here. So that seems to be working. This is cool. There's a lot of good stuff on here. It's just a question of learning it all, I guess. It looks like this blue line is our flight plan, and it's doing it in these segments up to like the next waypoint or something. I don't know. Yeah, New Zealand. I could probably go there, aquatic, stay there. Maybe in Auckland. If everybody hates Auckland, it might be less populated, and that works for me. Right, so propellers. Let's bring those down a little, which I think is Alt. Yeah. I just want to bring it into the middle of the green here, and where's the EGT? There. So I'm going to bring the mixture down and see if that alters. No, it doesn't. I'm trying to work it in the same way as the Piper Arrow. Right, we're at 6,000 feet. So now is the flight plan on here.
New Zealand 332, turn next taxiway.
Stand by. Okay, maybe it has to get the weather information. I'll stand by for a little while and we'll see what happens. So I should just be able to tell the autopilot and hit the altitude when we get to 7,000 and it should level off. Or is it this one? We'll see. Have I done it? I think so. Yeah, vertical speed. There, okay. So it says 6.9, but hey, I'll take that. 6.9. It looks like it's 6.950 or something. I can handle that. Right, well, are we flying? It looks like we're flying okay. Because this is the next waypoint, Ogami, that's definitely, and then Rusil. So yeah, autopilot is working. And it's windy up here, if you can hear that. clouds are awesome. They just look so real. Let's open this window. It's going to be noisy. Yeah, some good sound deadening there. Right, autopilot. A question for you. Can I trust you? You're navigating by a GPS. You're held at altitude 6-9. You're following the flight path. So there should technically be nothing for me to worry about. Can I turn the lights off here? Yeah. So there shouldn't be anything for me to worry about, and I can get out and just go meet the passengers, shake their hands. I wish when you loaded the passengers up though, and you went, you know, and you added the weights on the passengers, like, what's the plane that does it? Can't remember. I have a plane where when you add the weights for the passengers, they appear. I know Concorde can do it, but I have also a light aircraft that does it. But I can't remember which one it is, and it's irrelevant. It would also be cool if the curtains worked. So, lights-wise, all these work, and the door light, which I was trying to get to before, yeah, you can see it lights up the door, right? Obviously better at night. Right, let's get the table out and we'll have a game of cards. Go to Portugal, eh? Oh, thanks, man. I don't like flying. I don't like flying. Yeah. Oh, it's financial capital. Yeah. Well, I mean, I like New Zealand. From what I've seen of it, I like it anyway. It just looks awesome. When this visor comes down, it fills up the entire view. And then you have the slidey bit, depending, so that even if the sun comes in here, you know, you've still got your protection over there. So it's really good. That's not all the way up, I don't think. No. And we've got lights up here, which it looks like it's. Yeah, you can control the brightness, unlike the ones in the cabin where it's just on off. I have no idea what that does. Oh, now what does that do? What does that do? Is that this? It is. That's a neat little thing. So here then we have. This is, I need to work out what this is. See, you press it and you've got 206. I don't know what that is. Ah, gallons remaining. Right, so that's how many gallons are remaining. Okay. I heard you could do time remaining as well though. Pounds remaining. Time remaining. There we go. 2 hours and 18, and the flight is at least an hour and a half, so we do have the correct amount of fuel, and this is the amount of fuel, gallons per hour fuel flow. Jesus, really? 204 gallons per hour. Yikes. Oh, I like this. I like this. Gallons US. 0.05. That's a scary low number. Pounds US. 00. Is this fuel flow as well? It's very informative, this. And then you've got a timer. I don't know what that's from. It's just a minute. No, what's this? An hour? Seconds? No, that's a minute. 1 minute. I don't know when that started. So 205 gallons remaining. Hey? Oh, okay. Oh, Hold on. Yes, this is right then, because we've got 408 gallons per hour. I'm getting confused even with myself now. We're using up 203 gallons per hour. Hold on. 203 gallons per hour. Is that on each engine or what? So if I bring my... This is good, my EGT is good. If I bring my propeller or throttle down, I'm reducing the throttle now. Okay, so 190 gallons per hour each engine. Does that mean it'll consume 190 in the hour or 190 from each engine? Because otherwise, if I've only got 204 gallons remaining, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to bring the throttle down so that the manifold pressure is around 25. There. But it shouldn't be a problem because time remaining, now I've got 3 hours of fuel remaining. And because I've turned the throttle down, well, it's going to take us longer to get to where we're going. But that's in the green, that's in the green, and look at this. Woo! It's a bit too low. I'm just going to speed the plane up a little. I'm going to put it back up to around 30. There. I love how this map's changed, but that's a lot of clutter on there. There must be a way of reducing this. I think take off the traffic. Now if I put terrain, isn't it supposed to show it like a satellite map? I think it is. Question is, when do we start descending? 190 each engine. Yeah. Hey Mark, let's start 11. I think the fuel display needs setting to have the correct amount put in before you take off. You think the fuel display needs setting to have the correct amount put in? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Because off the weights and balances, we started with 50% fuel. Now we've got 44. And surely that is reflected here, right? So these are all the warnings that we get. Fill up. Low fuel. I don't know. Propeller sync phase knob. I know that has to be off. Yeah, I haven't gone through the manual yet, but I will. I've glanced at it, but I haven't gone into detail. I just wanted to get a flight done and yeah, go from there. And there is our thing, our pressure. I don't know what it is at our destination airport, but I'm guessing we're going to find out when we get closer. I'll just ask Flight Sim. Because as far as I'm aware, there's no way to get information otherwise. At least on here, I haven't found a way. Well, this weather thing's not doing anything. But I'm going to try it on... I'm going to try it on here. I got no clue what that is. That's just a rainbow. Ground. And a test mode, I guess. Okay, let's go back and try Sirius XM, which is what it was set to initially. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not sure if these are working. These messages are starting to annoy me a little. Let's try this one. See, there's the METARs. Make sure it combine. Any icing data or turbulence. Oh, am I supposed to have something else here? I actually don't know if any of these things are working. Man, the wind though. Right. So if I want to remove the waypoints, I think I want to... We just put that off for the second. There we go. Just slightly uncluttered it. Can't see much at the moment in these clouds. And instead of saying port, just say left or right, because I don't know. Don't know that either. Port is left, right? Yeah. Port left, starboard right. Well, I can show you where I am on the map. I can show you a map here, which may have the flight plan line? No? No. You see, the autopilot isn't quite following this, but is this the proper flight plan? It doesn't look like it. No, it looks like it's going in this way. But as far as I'm aware, we're coming in around from the back and going in that way. This could be a flight plan that I put on in the sim at the start. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to trust my autopilot at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to trust it at the moment. Graphically edit flight plan. Oh, cool. So how do I now come out of pan mode? Go back. There we go. Just click back. Yeah, so this is where we are right now on the map. I'll just zoom out a little, and you'll be able to see. What's all this? Tasman Sea and the South Taranaki Light. Is that right? What? Yes, airspace. Lovely, thank you. Weather alert. Possible severe weather ahead. Oh, you're kidding me. How do you know that? You're not telling me anything about the weather. I don't know if this is actually doing anything. Is it... Will this change if there's severe weather? How does this rainbow change? I really wish I knew. Oh, let me just go back to the flight plan a moment. I want to have a look at something. So 9,000 feet is what we're supposed to be at. We're a little bit low. And I want to, by the time, so Zorba, well, okay. So Sabav, we want to be at 4,000 and then 3,000 by MRAG. Okay. What I don't know is, I think I'm just going to have to, in order to descend, I don't think I can tell it to descend to a specific altitude, right? I can do vertical speed and let it descend at a specific vertical speed, and then when it gets to the altitude I want, I just level off, right? I don't think I can actually say, hey, you know, put like 4,000 feet in here or something. I don't think so. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for the mountains. But, I mean, it was supposed to be at 9,000. Maybe we should go to 9. Just as a practice run. So, vertical speed. And we want... Is it gonna... It's 3. There we go. So let's go up by 900. I don't want to drop the speed down too much. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. Which is here. We'll get ourselves up to 9,000 where we're supposed to be. Just keeping an eye on the speed. Rather than well, I can put more throttle in, or I can decrease the climb rate. It looks like it's settling at around 100 and... No, it's not. It's still going down a little. So I would need to use a top of descent calculator to figure out when to descend. I will do small flights as well where I'm doing it all as manual control, so no autopilot. I think it's good to do those. Okay, I'm going to just do 500. Speed is now increasing a little, so I'm good there. This is the local time here, 8:31, which is good. It always displays local time. And then you have other times. Oh, you've actually got a timer as well that you can time your flight. This is for beacons, right? For doing the beacons. Yeah, it's got everything on it that you need. What's these down here? Cabin altitude, right? Oxygen. Oh, the suction. Vacuum. Yeah, the suction thing, whatever it's called. I can't remember. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what that dial is. I'll go through them in the manual again. Like I said, I have been through the manual and looked. But it would be interesting to go through it again. Okay, we are at 9,000. And it looks like there's nothing in front of us to worry us at the moment. In the middle panel under your HS. Yeah, when you say under your HSI though, treat me like I don't know anything. Altitude alert, right? Oh yeah, so you can set an altitude that you can be alerted at. Yeah, I did read that in the manual. But alert at 10,000. But what is this though? It alerts you when you're at an altitude, or I don't know. Or when you're dropping. So if I want to drop to 6,000, I can have this little alarm go up at 6 to let me know to level the plane off. Is that what you mean? Oh, did you mean HSL? Height above sea level? Is that what you meant? Yeah? I thought I read HSI. Now we got some stuff here, look. These dots. Oh no, those dots were there before. Forget it. Forget it. I'm just being stupid as always. Oh, check that out. I actually like that. I actually prefer this one. Scale, heavy and light. Is this... I don't know if this is default, because this tells me like there's heavy weather over here in 40 nautical miles. I just find it very coincidental that this color legend here is exactly replicating this. I'm really, when I don't know something about something, I really sound stupid. So don't worry, it's normal. So, when are we descending to 6? By Zorba. So, it's 12 nautical miles from NZAA to MRAG, right? So, oh god, it's scrolling too much. Right, so it's 12 nautical miles between Zorba and Ansa. So I've got 12 miles to get down to 3,000 feet. To get to 6,000, from 9 to 6. Yeah. They've got altitude alert there. Oh, I see. The autopilot will stop on its own at that altitude. Set the altimeter in the arm. Okay. So that means if I set this to 6 and then I start descent with this VS, it'll stop when it gets to 6? You will still need to use VS to tell the plane. Yeah, okay, I got you. So I can set it here, but it won't do anything until I arm it, right? Oops. Okay, This is a little bit, oh, very tricky. Okay, so 6,000, right? And then what I do is I click arm, or I can click it now, I suppose, and then when I'm ready, or a little while before, just before I'm ready to descend, I can arm it, start descending, and then when it hits 6,000 it will level up on its own, right? We are getting some jerky weather here. I hope it's not going to be too bad. I'm not sure if the weather system has been fully implemented on this yet though. It's still in beta and there are updates coming out quite regularly from what I can gather. Okay, that's interesting, Listat. I'm going to try that, thanks. Give that a shot. Yeah, I will go through the manual and learn about the plane. And I know these pumps should have gone to high when I was climbing and then low when I'm cruising. I forgot to do that. But we're still flying. Chancellor. Palpatine. So 2 hours, is that correct set? Yeah, time remaining. 2 hours and 2 minutes of fuel still remaining. I like that. I like that it does that. Oh, it worked in update 8. Well, maybe the next update of this plane, if it isn't working, then maybe they'll bring a fix out. But do all the different weather systems here work? Because I keep getting this no data, no data, no data, and I don't know if it's something that I'm missing out or what. I don't know what all this is. So you can turn all this off and you can just have the information that you want there, which is cool, like METAR, icing, turbulence. Oh. So that went to off, okay. Right. Okay, so they can't exist together. No idea what this is. Sigmet, Pirep, don't know what those are. So do you have this plane, and did you also buy this as well? I don't think this is doing anything, but it looks good. And any traffic in the area? I think I'll probably want to use this when I'm getting close to the airport, maybe. Oh my god. Sorry, I've just seen 105 nautical miles. Oh, sugar. After that, I think they're all small distances, yeah. Oh, guys, we've got a long bit to go to get this Davy thing. So go make a cup of tea. that a little bit of snow down there? Oh, yeah, looks like. I'm just wondering now if there's a. Is there a. Where's my temperature? Outside temperature. Go outside air temperature. Wow, 0. Is it working? Hello? 0 degrees exactly? Really? I don't trust it now unless yeah. That seems very coincidental that the needle's right smack in the middle. That makes me wonder if it's working or not now. This looks like it's all good. Are we flying directly north though? Yeah, this isn't the PNS one. This is the TDS version. I tried the free PNS one and it was okay, but I heard better things about this. And besides, this was a one-off payment that was cheaper than the PNS one. The PNS one was more expensive. You could go for the cheaper yearly subscription, but no thank you. These airspace messages are annoying. I'm just wondering whether there's a way to turn that off. Backlight. Have page shortcuts as well, that's good. Ah, system alerts. So I think these are things that you can turn off then. Airways, other, altitude buffer, arrival alert. Yeah, when you get to a certain proximity. Yeah, you've arrived at the airport. Yeah, really? GPS is all good. Flight timers here, which is handy to have it there. Create scheduled messages. Yeah, that'll remind you. Remind me in half an hour to start descending. VNAV. I have to sit through this. I've got 2 manuals to go through, I guess. That being the plane and this. Some of it seems very, most of it seems very self-explanatory. But I'd really like to know how to copy, if it's possible, the flight plan, the active flight plan from here to here, because they are definitely, it's not there. It's just so I can get the same map on that screen as I do here. See, I want this map on here, and if I put it on, you can see there's a difference. This one's, I think this is like this because it has terrain, right? And this one doesn't. No, must be Topo. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Charts. Airways off. Traffic on. That'll be good. Map setup. I mean, this is nuts. It's got so many options. Auto zooming, which it was doing earlier. It's crazy. City detail, road detail. Definitely going to have to check all this out. And there's so many options here. It's just amazing. So what are we at here? We've got 1 nautical mile there and 10 nautical miles here. Can we get to 5 here maybe? I don't know why there should be a difference. Well, why we would have 2 like this. I'd rather have a separate screen here. Nearest. Weather frequency. Oh, do we have to tune into one of these perhaps? Would that make the weather work? If I go to weather data here, like there's never anything there. This is this airport, by the way. This is really good as well. It tells you the frequencies of any airport you type in, and also the runways and the lengths, which is great. That's so handy. I like that. The runway numbers, 5 and 23, and the length. So if I was to put in something like Gatwick, so you've got 8 left, 26 right, or 8 right, 26 left, and you've got the lengths, the frequencies for the clearance, the ground, the tower, and whatever else. Weather data not available. I am assuming updates are going to put this in. I hope they do. Ah, look. Yeah, this is where I saw a hospital before. Yeah, you could, although I don't know, landing at a hospital? Oh. Oh, you can't copy at the minute. Okay, fine. Well, it's not a massive deal, as long as it works on one of them. But I'd like to have this map on this side and my flight plan on this side. That's how this would be my ideal setup. But yeah, because all this is showing me right now is the plane's direction, I guess. Nope, Connect is still there. Okay. So, I wonder if they've put in any default. Let's have a look what the default camera views are. So 1, 2, that'll be where the yoke would go, but I've got it off at the moment so we can see those buttons. All air, blowers, cabin. Number 4 is that. Number 5 are all the lights. I set all these like this on the last flight. Is this a persistent state aircraft? Huh. This is your flaps here. So 6. 7, 8, and 9. Also, down here, we have, on the older version of this plane, which we've got as well, there's an autopilot button somewhere around here. Yeah. But it only seems to make the autopilot light come on in orange, which I don't know if that means it's armed. You get the autopilot functions here and it comes on AP in orange, and I have no idea if that means it's armed or not.
November Zulu Mike Alpha automated weather observation 2000 Zulu.
Top gunning the Norwegian fjords. Did you come across any parrots, by the way, in the F-18 Interceptor? As good as any arcade fighter game. Well, that's not. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. We want it to be far and away from an arcade fighter game, right? Wind calm, not up here, love. Is the scenery good there then, Bongo? Because that might be a nice run to do. Norwegian fjords. I might be pining to do that. How have I tuned into this? Tune New Zealand Centre. New Zealand? That's like saying tune England Centre. I'm assuming that this grey line here is... I'm hoping that distortion is from the glass. If it is, that's cool. If it isn't, they need to straighten it out. I think it's the livery. I haven't yet even downloaded any liveries for this. Oh boy, it's getting... Yeah, I only just got the plane very recently, so I've not bothered. And this even more recently. So my first go, really. Oh, I don't even know what this is going to do. Now what? Where did we have the music before? I'm probably going to get demonetized if it puts the... Not demonetized, what is it? A copyright strike. Services. Music. I'm assuming you can browse your PC to put something in there. Let's have a look at... I don't know if it's going to even work. Classical. You can't go wrong with classical, can you? Is it even going to work though? POTUS. Yeah, that's all I need. Subscribed. To what am I subscribed? XM data link fail. Canada. Again, maybe you need to be in the US or Canada for this. I don't know. I have no idea. There's probably a folder you can put music in and it'll pick it up on. What do I know? Art. Oh, demo. Okay. No idea. And is this contacting? Who are you contacting here? Is this just to simulate the real thing? Or is this to contact the devs? Yeah. I don't know. Everything's here though, on the real thing I suppose, compared to the real thing. This is handy. The elevation of the airport. Very nice. Man, I'll tell you what, the only thing that's a little bit of an annoyance with this plane is that wind sound coming through all the time. I know we've got a little bit of turbulence out there, but it's been there ever since we took off. Certainly haven't left the window open. And I'm not buying this either. I don't think that's true. I'm not sure that that's working. I mean, it might be. We'll see. In terms of the plane, I think it's really good. I like it. I like the sounds. It's got a lot of functionality. I haven't come across any buttons that say in-op. They all seem to work. The only thing I know that doesn't is these circuit breakers. Even that squeaks. Yeah, everything's nicely modeled. The switches look great. The signs inside and out, the decals on the plane and the signs in here, all very good resolution. Even the carpet looks fairly good from there. And this is good because this is for the right engine, so you could actually have it feeding fuel off the left if you wanted to. But we're pretty well balanced here, so we don't need to do that. But these red levers, what do you mean chuck them out? Those are the mixtures. The interior here, the only downside is this back end. What did I just press? So yeah, the only downside really is this. I guess it's supposed to be a mirror. It doesn't look very... Yeah, because there's two hangers here and then you got the reflection of two there. But I don't know. I'd prefer just a blank wall or something. I don't think any of this is functional. I like the pillows. Nice touch. I could create some custom cameras as well. Shouldn't be too difficult for just sitting and looking out the plane. Even the little rusty outline around the screws there. Nice touch. yeah, a lot of functional stuff. The door functions really nice, along with some cool animation on this. The table. Would it allow me to open the door in flight? Can you imagine? Get sucked out. If only you could animate curtains as well. Or just click and they'd be closed. For my VIPs, you know? Cabin lights all working. You know, you could just light them all up, and then nighttime should be quite nice inside this cabin, I would imagine, with them all lit up. Yeah. And also the addition of that seat, that 7th seat, which makes this slide forward to allow the other seat to fit in there. Again, that's a clever touch. I've not seen that on any other plane before. Infinite Aviation. Why the sad face? Hello, how are you? Let's pretend we're sitting in this seat. I think we'd be a little bit taller. Something like this. Having that 7th seat pushes this one forward past, you know, across the door, but it makes it easier to play cards across with this other dude. I'm not seeing any wing flex. I don't know if I guess wing flex might be a bit less visible on a smaller plane than on a big jet, maybe. Soft body physics, I suppose you would call it. But we're still getting those jerky frames. Look at the clouds going past. Kind of slows speeds.
You are tree 1 mile south. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect VRDME run.
Yeah, texturing everywhere is pretty good. These are good details. Yeah. I think they've done a good job on this plane.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect VRDME runway 5 right approach via Linga transition. Clear to Linga generic.
Okay, so we're 21 nautical miles away from Davy. So what happens when we get to Davy then? Are we turning? Now what? What's this? Is this meant to be true north or something? So there's Davy, then we'll be kinking a little bit to the right to get to Osaku.
Lima contact. Auckland approach on 1.
Oh, look at this. This is what's transmitting right now, look. Is it? Oh no, sorry, this is the airspace we've just come into. I imagine.
129.5.
Oh wow. Oh my god, look at this. So this is this the perimeter? So there's Auckland Airport. Is this the perimeter of their airspace? And there is me. So we're 5 minutes before we get into their airspace, right? Max altitude, min altitude. Wow. That's a new screen then. Not seen that one before.
New Zealand 526. You are 58 miles south.
Next.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect VRDME runway 5 right approach via Linga transition.
Oh, these are all the airspaces? I don't know what's going on. I'm glad you can just click back and everything resets. That's nice.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect VRDME
Oh, NZRA. That's an airstrip, airport, whatever.
526.
And I've got arrows pointing there. So I guess that could mean, hey, this is your nearest airport in case anything goes wrong. Let's have a look outside.
New Zealand 526 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles.
it's just going behind us now. So it's on that water strip.
New Zealand 526, heavy in sight.
I don't know if it's any of this or not. I don't know. It could be just one of those little grass strips for all I know. I'm assuming then if a newer NZRA, no, it's got an ICAO, it's not a beacon. But I'm assuming if a newer airport or airstrip comes into play, then these arrows will disappear and lock onto that one, right? What's plus 17? Is this traffic? Oh, this is traffic. Jesus, plus 17?
26 traffic alert. 1 o'clock less than 1 mile, 9,000 feet. We'll put them in sight.
Is this me? Is she talking to me? No.
New Zealand 526, heavy traffic.
There's traffic there, look. Plus 14.
3 Yankee Zulu.
Oh, go away.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
That's my fault. Okay, so plus 14, I'm guessing, is 1,400 feet above us.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway.
Yeah, now he's descending. So he must have had to go up and then come down again. Ooh, hello. But he's already gone past us, right? Are we about to have our first mid-air collision? Okay, so there's a plane 300 feet below. Yeah, he's descending, it's fine, he's in front of us. It's fine, we're good. But that was cool to get a traffic thing like that. Raglan Airfield, yeah, so it's difficult to spot from here, I would imagine. Something so small. But I like that it put that up there to let me know that, hey, there's, you know, this is your nearest landable place. Very cool. It's a lot more complex than the other Garmins, the previous Garmins. I know for a fact I can use this on the Piper Arrow. I think there's other planes like possibly the Grand Caravan, the Cirrus, I think, also can support this. The Cirrus 22, I think it's called, right? And here we're going to Osaka. We covered those 105 nauticals. Awesome. So let's have a look back at the flight plan. Click home, flight plan. So we've got 9. Alright, so with this line underneath, it means that we have to be at, does that not mean 9,000 or above? We can't go below. Same here, 6,000 or above. For Osaka, it's wanting us down at 8, 9. Stop zooming in just because I'm slightly out. 2 clicks to make that work. Nice. 9,000 or under? I thought that was when the line was above. Are you sure? Yeah, I think it's above. This is the line where this is your constraint, and then yeah, I think it's above. So at Zorba we can come down to, say, 6,100 just for a cushion, but I'm happy with 6,000. So let's see. I don't know how long it'll take to get down to 6 from 9. Let's have a look. So I have a top of descent tool which I'm just going to run in the... I know you won't be able to see it, but... So we're currently at 9,000 feet. The destination is 6,000 feet. And the indicated airspeed is... if I can get to it... 175, let's call it. The rate of descent is 875 feet per minute. Oh, sorry, okay. Your descent rate has to start at 9 nautical miles from the destination.
Contact reapproach on 123.8. Good day.
I think we are needing to... okay.
123.8.
So we'll do the descent of 900 instead of 875, and we'll wait until this 12 says 9, and then we'll start doing it and see what happens. I'll probably wait till it says 9.2 or something to give myself a chance to do all my stuff here that I need to do. And we'll see if it works. What's this?
New Zealand 526. You are
DKT 353 degrees in 5 seconds.
Contact Auckland Tower on 118.7 when inbound.
What's that mean?
Tower on 118.7 New Zealand 526.
Okay, so 900 feet per minute. I'll keep an eye on my speed. And if I arm that, then it shouldn't go past 6,000, right? Just throttling down a little. It's like I'm getting spammed in my email here. So, will we hit 6,000 by the time we get to Zorba in 6 nautical miles? I suggest that I'm going a little bit too fast though. Because this was under the presumption that we were doing 175, and we're clearly not.
Generic 102, you are 17 miles northeast. Climb and maintain 7,700 feet. Expect VRDME runway 5 right approach via Linga transition.
I know we're not getting a lot of views outside, but I'm flying by instruments here, and there's not a lot to see, to be honest. Whoa, nuclear. Little nuclear... Take a shot of that. Have some fun with that one.
700 feet. Expect VRDME runway 5 right approach via Linga transition. Cleared to Linga generic 102.
Okay, so 3 miles away. We're at 7,100. This might work out okay. don't be surprised if I completely screw up the landing or get something wrong or don't make it to the end. It's happened a few times. Oh look, altitude 6,000, yes. Nice. That's really cool. 1.4 nautical miles. That's not helped by the fact that I started off coming down quite quickly. But it's more or less just under a mile. Yeah, well, it's good. It's good. I didn't throttle down for quite a while, and we are tilting now. So let's see if this stops at 6. Nice touch. Because the next thing now is 4,000 feet. So if I... Oh god, now how do I do this? 4,000. I need to come down to that like straight away, I think, because it's 8.2 miles. So this Sabah at 4,000. What? Oh, do I need to make it do it again now then, right? Oh, I don't like this. That's better. Set to 4,000 now, and then 3. It's actually got approach mode as well. Trying to keep this as smooth as I can. Still need to figure out these things, because there was one where I was sliding the wheel and it was telling me altitude, and there was another one where I was doing it and it was VS, so I just need to get myself reacquainted with this. What happens when you spend too much time flying jets. I think we should already start doing 3,000 now. Okay. Is this the final, this turn here, the final turn to get to the airport? Yes. Come round this white line and we line up straight with the airport. And I think I can do it manually from there. But I'm interested in this approach mode. It's so different to the Airbus. Of course it is, but I'm used to doing things like picking up the localizer and stuff like that. This is interesting. I've never used approach mode on a little aircraft like this. Interesting. Why are we... Oh, sugar. Going the wrong way. So typical for me to do something like that and not even notice. I had no reason to look over at the airspeed because I presumed I'd done everything right. was a mistake right at the end. Wow, jerky. Beef jerky. There's the airstrip. I want to bring the speed down a little bit. Landing gear down. Let's hit this.
Center New Zealand 527 is at 800 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. New Zealand 527, New Zealand, center altimeter tree 0.15, continue as planned.
Okay, I have no idea what that's doing, so we're just going to come down. This is now manual, but I don't like the frame rates, guys. I hate flying like this. And I don't know which runway it is, but I'm just going to land on whichever one is convenient.
Actually, 102, you are 7 miles west of Auckland. Contact Auckland Tower on 118.
Auckland approach Rusty 2627 is passing 2,500 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
No, Rust. Oh,
Rusty
jeez.
2627, Auckland, approach altimeter tree 0.18, continue as planned. Rusty 2627, you are 6 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors RNAV Yankee runway 5.
I don't know what the hell that was all about. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. It's just going to be a distraction that I don't need. These frame rates are really bad. Not helping me at all. Flight Sim's been, at least a lot of people, ever since I've known it, have been reporting that.
Rusty 2627, did you hear my last transmission?
Have been reporting that frame rates get worse the longer you fly. Sugar.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors RNAV Yankee runway 5 right. Approach Rusty 2627.
Rusty 2627, reset transponder. Squawk tree 607.
We're too high at the moment, but there's a plane. I hope he's going to wait. No, he's not going to wait because nobody at that airport is expecting me to land. But it doesn't matter.
500.
Rusty 2627, verify squawking tree 607.
Auckland approach Rusty 2627 requesting vector.
Ignore the ATC. It's pointless.
Rusty 2627, turn left, heading 165. 2627.
Oh, shut up, woman.
Canceled radar service terminated.
Thank you.
Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency.
Particularly bad. Coming in too fast. Wow. I can't keep the thing straight. That'll do for me. For a first proper flight, that'll do for me.
Auckland ground, Rusty 2627 taxi to the gate.
Rusty 2627 taxi to gate 5 tree via taxiway Alpha 6 Bravo 7 Bravo Charlie 5.
Taxiing to gate 5 tree via taxiway Alpha 6 Bravo 7 Bravo Charlie 5 Rusty 2627.
Welcome to Auckland. Another third-party airport. I don't know whether that was contributing to the frames, or if it was OBS, or if it was Sim Update 9. Easy to find out though. Airport though, and it looks very busy. Is that plane just come in, or is it taking off? Yeah, it must be coming in. I don't know which parking it's going to put me in, but I hope it knows that I'm a small plane and not to put me in with the big boys. Yeah, it's going to put me in the car park. I still... Oh, I think I've taken a wrong turn here. Yep. Just missed it. Normally they're lit up in big blue boxes here, but I've got it in white with a little add-on that I used. See what she turns like. Pretty handy. Well, we made it. Come on. Now, you guys might be able to hear that noise. Wait. Listen. You know that sound you get when you turn your car engine off and it's cooling? I didn't put any lights on, the taxi lights coming in. Never mind. I'm sure they'll forgive us. I did click it, right? So let me click it. No power? Thank you. So where's the external door then? Cabin, yeah, cabin lower. Now if I sit in this plane for another half an hour, that noise is still going to carry on. I'm guessing that's what it's meant to simulate. Yes, welcome to Auckland, guys, we made it. Not sure what EasyJet's doing over here, but hey. It's a nice airport, this one. Let's have a quick look around it. Okay. Let's get back in the planes. Don't know what the hell's going on. Right, there we go. Nope. Alright. Let's do a reset then, because that's all gone haywire. Clearly a large airport. Is this bigger than Wellington? It looks it. Wow, this is complex. Look at the length of that jetway. Jesus. Maybe you have to do a run here one time from New Zealand to Australia, that would be good. No way. Oh my god, trying to slow this camera down. Flight simulator screen. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is an airport by Flightbeam. They make some good airports. Oops. Those stairs didn't go very far. Nice detail. I suppose even better if you have a 3090. See, you won't get so bothered about the frame rates. Oh, I like this. There's little old me. Whoa, okay. So go back, door closes, go forward. Right. That's just a level of detail thing. But yeah, this plane is still in beta at the moment, so they're adding things regular. I'm looking forward to see what else is coming for this. Okay, that's going to wrap it up then. Just for that one flight, and yeah, that's going to do it. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. I presume... Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. Yeah, these are not working. But cold and dark does do something. See? It does some things, but not everything. power off and put it away. But all the buttons are off that need to be off. The fuel selectors are off. I don't need to put the mixtures and the props down, but I will. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for anybody who's still here. And I thank you for your time and your company, and I hope this was, I don't know, at least some decent background noise, if nothing else. All right then, so I'll catch you on the next stream. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye for now.